So if you're awake right now at all for any time on any given day, you've probably noticed, like most people have noticed, that the world is a little bit crazy right now, no matter who you are, no matter what is happening. Now come with me. I'm in the studio. I want to show you a little bit of what I do, a little secret that I have that helps me to keep peace and find sanity when the world is falling apart. Welcome back. It's Sam from thesamanthawild.com, and I'm delighted that you're here and here in the beautiful, sunny, colorful studio, a place where there's inspiration for you to really create from your heart, whatever you're called to create, whether you're called to write a novel, something that I've done, or whether you're called to paint something or weave something or simply work on the art of your life. This is a place for healing, creativity, and inspiration. And you know what? We really need it, don't you think? So don't forget, give a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. My goal is 1,000. Boy, wouldn't that be wonderful? Hoping for that. And don't forget, you can always head on over to thesamanthawild.com to see the weaving shop and everything else that I'm doing. Today, I want to share around the idea of making art when the world is falling apart. Now, unless you are a nurse or a surgeon or somebody who's immediately needed in a given moment, you should be making art. I mean, don't be making art if you're supposed to be doing a surgery, and don't be making art if you're supposed to be making dinner. But for all the other occasions, we want to be making art. What do you think about that sound? I'm working on a project. I'm going to be part of the Tiny Galleries exhibit in Northampton that goes along the bike path. And I've been working on some of my lovely sun catchers. Can kind of see. Anyhow, the sun catchers are made from plastic, repurposed plastic. So when you look at this, tell me what you see. Do you see the Trader Joe's bagel bag? I think most people think, well, I'm not going to make art until I have time or room or energy in my schedule, until everything in the world's been figured out, or it's somehow some kind of an indulgence for any of us when the world is falling apart to go and make our art. But here's my wee question for you and for everybody. If we're also crazy when the world is crazy, do we serve the world at all? Here's just some of the things I use when I'm weaving these beautiful sun catchers. By the way, sun catchers, all of these will be available after they are in the exhibit. And I have a link to that at thesamanthawild.com. Each of them is completely different, like all of my work, completely unique and really beautiful in its own way, which is what I feel about people and also the truth about nature. So lovely. Here's a rainbow one. And when I'm making these, this one is great because it's made out of birthday balloons and birthday decorations. I really love that one. They hang well in the window and on your wall, sort of like a dream catcher. Here's some of the things I use to make them inside of this plastic bag. More plastic, more foil balloons. And the thing that is, and our mentality is that we somehow think if we're constantly worrying, I mean, unless there's something immediately for you to do while the world is falling apart that you need to do, I mean, go do that and then do your art after. But for most of us, all we're doing actually is perseverating and worrying about things. The other day, I had this thought. I thought, I really like to call a friend to talk to who's like very calm and peaceful and not in crisis. And then I had another thought. I didn't have one. And I have a lot of friends and all of them are in some kind of crisis. And that's really crazy, isn't it? Well, we're having crises of our own, but we're also in the midst of a national and one would say international crisis at the same time. It is our responsibility, actually, to ground ourselves. You being crazy, stressed out, worried, frayed, overwhelmed, and overcome, not only does it not serve you and the immediate surroundings, your family, your neighborhood, your community, but it's not actually going to save, help, or support the world. Because if we really want to do things for the world, then we want to be in a grounded place. And one of the things that art does better than anything else I can think of is to ground. Why is that the case? I mean, here's the thing. If you're doing your art, if you're at your loom, or you are painting your picture, or you're doing your ceramics, your pottery, or you're sewing, or you're creating your clothing, by the way, this beautiful piece is available. I should be wearing it right now, actually. But anyway, if you're doing any of those things, you're engaged in a very tactile process. You're doing something tangible with your hands. And sometimes what's happening for us is we're all just stressed out up here, yada, 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 with the mind going all the time. That's true for us no matter where we fall on any kind of spectrum. A lot of that stuff just goes on in the head. To do something with our hands concretely is so important for our grounding and for our peace. So I guess what I'm saying is very simple. We need you sane. You need me sane. We need each other to be sane. And we need to do whatever activities we can do to be grounding. And one of the most important ones actually is to be creating art. Because when you're in the process of creating art, you're getting deep into your unconscious, into your subconscious, where all those crazy, stinking thinking thoughts are shoved down, your old ideas that should have expired a long time ago about yourself or about the world, they're there. So we're accessing different parts of ourselves while we're in the process of creating. And then hopefully whatever we're creating is bringing beauty into the world. And even if it's the ugliest thing in the world, the process brings more beauty into us, into our spirit and our soul. And then we therefore are freed up to bring more beauty into the world. And I'm going with, the world really needs more beauty now. So please go and do your part. That's all I have to say on this Friday. A little bit shorter than my usual videos, but go back if you like this one and see other ones. Don't forget thumbs up, and please, while you're here, hit the subscribe button. Every content creator loves a subscribe, but me especially. And I'm so grateful that you're here, and you can check out information about my eco sun catchers at thesamanthawild.com, and also on my Substack, which is thesamanthawild.com. I wrote a little bit about creating them, and I just love this. I don't even know how well this picks up, but if you really look at the details, you can actually see some of the words that were on the bag. Anyway, beautiful. We're all a bit of a mess, aren't we? But you can make a lot of beauty and a lot of usefulness and a lot of good from the mess. So until next time, mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you to all my subscribers. I'm so glad that you're here. And I hope that you really have a very healing and creative day.